to knit. And we're all going to say together chapter 1, okay? Why would I want to knit? Chapter
1! The Yukon can be a harsh and unfurling land. Cold in the winter, cold in the summer.
Cold in the spring, cold in the fall. Really, the seasons were always the same. Always cold and rainy and cold and...
Colder yet, because there was lots of snow, and boy oh boy, ice and things and conditions like that were a common thing.
So while I was inside of my log cabin in the Yukon, I was bored out of my mind, because there's nothing to do when you're snowed in.
The gold mines were full of gold, and they were cold, and they were closed for the winter.
So I went to the potato store, because Yukon potatoes are quite abundant in the Yukon, and I also bought some knitting needles and a ball
of yarn for my cat, Mr. Mittens, who had recently frozen to the
store floor. Home that day. No, he stayed there, frozen to the floor. I thought I'd pick him up next
time. There it was, at my house. No cat, nothing to do. All I had was a ball of yarn and these knitting needles. So I asked
myself, why would I want to
knit? And boy, golly, did I come up with a good reason.
It was cold. My
favorite sweater
was frozen to the cat.
Earlier, I felt generous.
But I didn't realize how
badly I needed that
sweater. It was the time of year when a sweater was needed.
I dug through all of my old dresser drawers looking for something out
of the ordinary to wear, and I found my mom's old stockings. Why? To keep me warm for
a day or so. So I put them all on, all 50 pair. Giant thighs.
That jiggled as I moved.
But it didn't matter, because I was alone in the Yukon
until my cat Mittens would come home from the store when I unfroze his paws from the cold tile. So I went back into my room looking for more stockings to put on my
feet and legs, lower extremities. Just then there was a knock on the door.
It was Neighbor Jim. Boy, Neighbor Jim, it's good to see you.
Hi, Ty, it's so good to see you too. It's been a long time, me friend.
Since I've seen you around the park.
The Irish love the potatoes. They were in the Yukon, so they were a delicacy.
Neighbor Jim, who turns out wasn't much of a neighbor, was happy for the potatoes and happy for the whiskey.
And happy for the sunshine
that shone through the
clouds for 1 hour.
Or every day.
Which was nice. I said, Jim, I've got a problem.
I need to know whenever I say nice.
He said, someone understands me.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
So, Jimmy, I said, I have a problem. I've got that one thing, but I also need to go get my cat from the store.
Oh, that's your cat, said Neighbor Jim. I saw him
on the floor. Sweater attached
to his neck.
But that sweater, my friend, was coming loose. It was coming undone.
You best be getting back
to the store to get
so you can before he runs
away. That's a great idea, Jim.
And on your way, can you pick up me mail?
It's down the block and
over the hill.
A big bushel of
mail. I sure can. I'll go and
get them for you.
So I did. I opened the door. I was
surprised to see
a snowman.
He was a friendly
snowman
who was ice
cold.
And from Rush.
He said,
welcome.
to my country.
Can I get you
Vodka. Nice mint.
which
I have
right here?
when you come back.
I've been spying on ye for a long time, and I've got some Irish in me too.
Said the Irish Russian snowman. Well, come on in.
Aye, and have a little sit down.
He did, and he melted. He was a pile of borscht, sitting in a bowl
Of soup on the side, which was cold soup as well as borscht, as every good Russian knows.
So I left neighbor Jim in the bowl of snowman borscht there by the fire and went back to the snow.
And decided, by gum, it's time to make a sweater. Because I've got everything I need.
Except enthusiasm.
That I will find.
In the store with my cat, who's taken my sweater.
So down the store I went, on the hill and
Over the dale. And under a train track.